friends, welcome to another video with me. If you are new here, hi, welcome. I am Ducky. I am a chronically ill crafter and I crochet small things like plushies and tops apparently now. So I am filming this in the future. Today is September 10th and a lot has been happening in August. First of all, as you can see, new background. I have moved to a new place, so please bear with me with the audio quality, the lighting and the background and stuff. I'm still kind of workshopping a little bit. I'm working on it, okay? It's gonna take time. The other thing I want to say before we get started is I have started live streaming on TikTok just a little smidge, little bit before I got sick, but I'm getting back into it. So if you are interested in seeing me live, go follow me on TikTok. All of my social media will be down below in the description, as well as my website to get these lovely little guys that you can adopt. And yeah, like I mentioned before, I did get sick. So about halfway through this video, you'll see when I start getting sick and how I just kind of go downhill for a few weeks. Luckily, I am feeling better now, so that's the main thing. Anyways, on to today's video. I got a big order and it was from a friend from work. He wanted me to make some beanies for his family that he wanted to give as gifts. Now originally the order was 16 beanies, but things happen, you know, it doesn't always work out. We ended up cutting it down to 8 beanies. So this video is all about the journey I took in August to make these beanies. Now if I remember correctly, this starts on August 3rd, and this particular day I had literally just moved in that week, so I didn't have my camera set up or anything like that, so this day was filmed on my phone. I'm just pre-warning you because the quality is not going to be great. But yes, don't forget to like and subscribe so you know when I upload next, and I hope you enjoy this video. On to Past Ducky to show you everything. Hello fiber friends, it is the 3rd of August. As you can tell, there's a lot of things happening, but I am in the process of moving. There's a lot of things right now. My desks at the moment are just full of yarn. I decided at 8:30 at night would be a good opportunity to film something. I couldn't wait till the morning, so here I am. I have to make 16 beanies. This is an order that I got from a friend, but I wanted to like film like a little like how far I've gotten kind of thing, and you know how many I have left to do for the 31st, since this will be like the first day of me filming anything. I don't know, I literally decided today that I was going to make a video on this. I wasn't going to, but then I thought, hey, why not? Before I decided to film this, I have 3 beanies finished. The first beanie that I did for this one, I wasn't quite sure. I didn't really like the stitching of it, but I think it will be fine. And it was a little bit small. So to fix that, I altered the pattern a little bit, just the last little bit of it, just so it was a bit easier for me to sew, because I don't like sewing. And I think it actually turned out pretty alright, the top of it did. So I've done 3 with this blue and white yarn. I've been using interchange, like, what's it called? Color changing yarn. So this one had a little blue and white in it, and it turned out pretty cute actually. Like, I only had 1 skein of this one, and I was gonna buy more, and I was gonna see how many beanies I could make out of the 1 skein. For this yarn, I used a bag of the mill ends, the valuable mill ends that Spotlight sells, which if you don't know, they're like factory ends and like, what are they called? Factory overruns. They're like factory overruns, and they only, you know, sell a few skeins per thing. So of course when I went back, they didn't have the same exact color, and my friend has said that that's fine, you know, to like to have the colors and everything. In the end, I ended up buying 5 different bags of mill ends. Started on 1, and this has actually turned out so cute. This is my one that I'm working on now. This is my 4th beanie. It is so cute. It's like a calico cat kind of color, you know, like that, and I just think it's so cute. This one came with 4 small skeins, so I decided to cake them up. It's just easier. It's just easier to do that. So I've caked up this one, and I am on my 4th row, I believe. Yeah, something like that. And I'm working towards 16 rounds per beanie. But yeah, that's those ones. Also today, it is really cold. It's not usually this cold this time of the year. Our winter was a little delayed, I reckon, because usually July is this cold, and August the heat kind of picks up a little bit, but we're having a bit of a cold snap. So yes, today it was very, very cold. I've got long sleeves on, I got long pants on. I don't know, but it's very cold. And I'm not used to it. But yes, that is today's update about the beanies. Thank you for putting up with this awful quality and lighting and stuff while I get situated on everything. Hi, hello, it is the 4th of August now. It is a Monday and I have been pretty busy, not gonna lie. As you can see, I now have the camera, so the quality is a lot better. I do not have a microphone though. I was borrowing one, so I'll need to buy another. I don't know when that'll be. As you can see, I am in my new room and that's the wall behind me, and I don't have anything set up, but that is kind of what we're doing today, even though I'm really supposed to be crocheting beanies because I have until the 31st, but that's fine. So let me show you what's the situation at the moment. It is literally bags and bags of stuff. This is one half of the room. A lot of yarn is everywhere because this is my whole collection that I decided to bring. On the other side of the room are these 2 desks and these shelves. So today's job, I'm going to move those desks over and all of that. So these 2 desks I'm going to be putting up against the wall here, but in order to do that I gotta clear this. I know this is a bit of a mess as well, but I wanted to show you. This is the 4th beanie. It is pretty much done. I just have to decrease now, and I absolutely love how these colors turned out. The pattern is so cute. Oh, like the little scallop. It's so cute. But for now I just need to work on getting this room organized so I can bring the rest of my stuff over. I think I will make this into like a little time-lapse thing if I am smart enough. Editing Ducky, do your thing. Okay, so I've moved the desks. I like the layout. I like the corner desk. Even the storage shelves here, they fit perfectly. Wouldn't it be so cute, me doing crochet vlogs and having my yarn? And now that I'm sitting though, let me talk about the beanie. The beanies, I should say, because there's multiple and it went really dark right now, sorry. So like I said, I almost finished that beanie that I started last night, which is good. I am trying to aim for 1 beanie a day, maybe 1 beanie every 2 days. It's just making sure that I can keep up with that, doing a beanie every day. I don't know, but I guess we'll see. These beanies that I make, I've made them before for private sales. I haven't put them on my store or anything like that. I've sold them originally for $30. So I gave him a quote when we first started talking about it. I kind of gave him a little bit of a quote saying that it'd be like $20 per beanie because he's a friend, he's buying a lot, like I'm good with a discount. But considering how much I've spent and how much time I'm putting into this, see if he's willing to do 25 a beanie. I think, yeah, 25 would be a good number. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, I reckon. I press record and this is what happens. Oh. Okay. Hello, it is Wednesday the 6th of August. Yes, it is currently 2:30. I'm having a very late start to the day, but that's fine. that's fine. We're not gonna talk about that. Today is a comfy day. I went to the gym last night and my arms are sore. Not sore enough to stop me from crocheting, but they are sore. I finished the beanie. This is what it looks like. This is number 4 and it turned out so cute. I honestly love the colors in this. It's turned out really cute. The only thing I didn't do is just basically cut off the ends. I've weaved them in, I just haven't cut them off yet, which it's not a big deal because I think I'm just gonna leave the weaving to the end and just crochet everything out. I started another one in the same color, but it's not really the same in the sense, like the colors are the same and everything, but this is factory overruns, the mill ends bag, and I noticed with this particular skein of yarn, when I was caking it up, it was getting very knotted very easily. As I'm crocheting in the cake, it was knotting, and there are some parts of the yarn where it like thins out a little bit. It didn't really affect the beanie too much, but I'm a little bit worried about the durability of it. This is what I have so far. This is row 20 out of 22, so I'm almost finished this one as well. I'm not too sure if I'll start on another beanie because I kind of need a break from beanies, which is not good because this is only number 5 out of 16. You know, I just need to do something else for a little bit so I don't burn myself out. So today I decided I'm going to take some photos and do some listings. I don't have too much, but let me show you what I have. It's basically stuff that I've made for my markets and the wrestling shows and stuff. So I've got scrunchies that I'm going to be putting in my hair to kind of show what they look like. This one's already on my website. I'm just retaking the photos because I don't have the pink one anymore. So I'm going to take photos of the green one. I managed to find some new yarn for my velvet cats. We got a purple one, and all this yarn has like sparkly flecks in it. They are so cute. Then we've got like a copper colored one. I think I'll call them copper. And then we've got just a grey silver one. At the previous wrestling show, I think I sold a purple and a copper, so I've only got one of these, but I've got 2 of these. Lastly, I'm also going to put up one beanie just to see if it does sell, just because for this particular one I sewed the top different and I don't exactly like it like this, and I didn't do as many rows or rounds in this one, so it's a bit smaller. Now, I said before, if I get sick of making beanies, that I was going to make other things. I have set aside some yarn for some jumbo bunnies as well. I also do need to make some jumbo turtles. I will make more, and I will make more in different colors because I ran out of mint green. I'm gonna get started on these photos and you guys are gonna come with me, get it out of the way, and then I can continue finishing that beanie. Hi, hello, it is the 7th of August, which means I have 21 days to finish these beanies. I did finish the 5th one yesterday, but I kind of got sick of beanies, and like I said, as a break, I wanted to do something else. So I started on a jumbo bunny. This is as far as I got. I did the arms and one ear. Yesterday, after taking photos, I wasn't really in a crocheting mood. I did a little bit, and then I did some after the gym as well, but I was just tired and wasn't really in the mood to deal with chenille yarn. To start the 6th beanie, I need to cake up another skein of yarn, which I will do off camera. But before we do that today, I am going to start uploading my listings. As you can see, my laptop is all set up and everything. So I thought I'd do like a little montage of me doing that. There has been a lot of montages in this video already. You're gonna see me fixing up everything on my computer, transferring the photos from my phone and putting up the listings. All right, let's let's get to it. Let's get started. Hello, it is the 10th of August, Sunday. I had just finished work, so it is late. Sun's gone down. I apologize for the lighting. I know it's not the greatest. So I just wanted to come on and give an update because it has been a few days. I am on my 7th beanie. I think so. I think I'm on 7. Yeah, because there's 3 there that I completed. I just got to weave in the ends, and I am doing the last one at the moment, which I am on row 10, around 10 of it. Then I gotta decide what other color I'm gonna do next. But I also wanted to come on here and say, yesterday I bought $30 worth of yarn in this big bag here. It is all American yarn that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. If you didn't know, trying to get American yarn like loops and threads and Premier into Australia is so expensive. It's like $20 a skein, then plus 20 shipping. So it's like $40 for one skein of Premier Chunky. So one of the skeins I'm so happy about. Premier Bloom Chunky, and I'm so excited to use this. It is such a beautiful color. I love it. But yeah, so I got a whole bunch of things, and I'm going to put that aside because I have a video idea where I make different things using this American yarn and trying out loops and threads and Premier and seeing if they're good. But that is a later thing. This is where I'm at with this beanie at the moment. So as you can see, I've started. These colors are just so cute. They've just turned out so cute. The yarn, absolute pain to work with because they're of course factory overrun, so they're not the best quality. I just don't know what color to do next. I've got 3 options. So that's the plan for tonight, is to continue with this one and pick out my next color. I think that's it for now. Oh, that's what it is. I also, when I went out yesterday to get the yarn, I went to the reject shop. And if you don't know, the reject shop is like a bargain shop in Australia, and they sell birch velvet yarn. These were the only 2 colors that they had left. So we've got like a pinky kind of, it's called wine mix. It's like very much a Valentine's Day pink. And then this one is called amaranth. And I thought these 2 would make some really cute velvet turtles. But I thought this would be cute. We could do like a body, and then like the shell can be like multicolored. I just thought it was really cute. It's a really cute combination, and those are the only 2 velvet colors that they had. But anyways, I think that's all I can really update you on at the moment. I know today was a bit of a ramble, but yes, I've had dinner. I'm all set. I'm gonna go into the lounge room and put on some YouTube and just knock out these beanies. Hello, it is the 11th of August at 9 a.m. It was quite a late night for me. I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning. I finished the 7th beanie probably around 1:30, but then I decided to get my next skein of yarn ready. So I also caked it up so then it would be ready for me today. Just get straight into beanie making without having to worry about any knots or anything like that. But yes, I finished the 7th beanie, which means new colour time, because I used the last of the orange. We are using the next colour that I have, which I called camouflage, because it is very much consistent of dark greens, dark browns, camouflage colour, like classic camouflage colour. So at the moment I'm just doing the ribbing for the beanie, and then I will join it up and start like the actual scallop pattern on it. For the orange calico beanie, I think I did 120. So I'm just going to measure this one on my head whenever it gets to that point, especially because this is just a different ply. It's going to work up a lot quicker. I also don't know how much of this cake is going to last with this. In this particular packet there was 2 skeins, and I just caked up the smaller skein because the bigger one would not fit as a cake. It's too big. This is actually turning out really cute though. It is giving like camouflage spots. I'm hoping to get the ribbing done, and then I'm gonna have a nap, and then I will feel better after my nap and we will get started on the actual beanie. I have been trying to do 1 beanie a day, but it's ended up being more like 1 beanie every 2 days. But with this skein, I might actually be able to do 1 every day because it's working up real quick. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and give a little update about just where everything's at. But yeah, today's very much a comfy cozy day. I have my fluffy blanket here, and I'm just going to be crocheting like crazy. I think this is kind of making up for yesterday, because while I was at work it was very much rainy, and I had so many people come to me and be like, this is like the perfect weather for reading and crafting and crocheting, and I low-key felt sad that I had missed out on that. But anyways, I'm going to stop there for now because I can no longer function. I'm gonna go have a nap, even though it is like 9:30. I'm gonna go have a nap and see if I can shake this feeling of just drowsiness. Hi, hello, it is the 21st of August. It has been a while since I've popped on. I am sick. I'm very much sick. Because of that, I've had a little bit of a break from crocheting because I have not been well enough. It happens, you know, people get sick. I have been in contact with my friend with the beanies, and I ended up handing 4 over for $25 each. And then next fortnight I will be giving him another 4 for $25 each. But he has contacted me and said that he doesn't need all 16 now, and that he only needs 8, which I pretty much have 8. I think I just need to make 1 more, and I don't have to stress too much about it because that's not for another fortnight. So yeah, I haven't really been crocheting or anything, but I do have a few updates to talk about. I did my first pattern test. It is a cute little pumpkin turtle for fall, but it is a cute Halloween fall pattern. He's very cute. I made him in acrylic yarn and used 7.5mm eyes, but the pattern does suggest doing it in blanket yarn. Perfect for Halloween, which is coming up. So I have been thinking of some Halloween things to make, like ghosts and spiders and like a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, I have been kind of on a roll with pattern testing. I have another one for a mesh top. I will be using cotton flinders. I'm actually going to be frogging this project that I've had. This was also supposed to be like a tube top kind of situation, but I've made it way too big and it doesn't fit me properly. So I'm going to frog it, but before I do, I want you to have a look at this. Look how beautiful this stitching turned out to be. Sadly, I can't wear it and it's not really something that I want to sell, so I'm just gonna frog it. This is like 3 skeins of flinders. I'm gonna frog it and cake it up and make that top for the pattern test. Also, don't mind this mess. I am sick I can't be bothered cleaning right now. And the other pattern test that I have been accepted for, it just hasn't been sent out yet, is for a blanket. This blanket has like 4 different colored panels and then it with a white border, I think. So yeah, that's another pattern test that I've got to do. So I've been very busy with that. I already have 3 pattern tests. So that's what's really been happening. So yeah, I am going to cake up this boy and get started on that pattern. I'm gonna be sad to see this go because I'm really loving the stitches. As I am caking this up and starting the top, I am watching the new season of Wednesday because that dropped a couple of days ago. So I'm just gonna chill out, try and recover from the sickness and not push myself too hard. But yeah, I'm gonna go do this. Hello, it is the 26th of August now. I have been so incredibly sick. I definitely got the flu or something because it's been bad. But as you can tell, I am still not well. My desk is still a mess. I've been trying to push through it and crochet a little bit, but I honestly haven't gotten done much. Is that even English? But I wanted to come on and give you an update. I managed to finish a pattern test, so yay. I just gotta fasten it off and weave in the ends. It is a cute mesh top, straps you tie around your neck. Tried it on and it does fit really well. I just have to give it a lint roll and tie up the loose ends and everything. This pattern has actually done really well. It is actually super easy to make. My sick brain though, I don't know what it was, but it took me forever to figure out the cups of the top. I don't know if it was my sick brain, but whenever I read the pattern, it just would not compute and it wasn't making a triangle shape. But the pattern wasn't wrong. I looked at it again and it was me not reading the pattern correctly. But the only thing I've added to this top is I've done a row of single crochet just around the top here just to make it a little neater, but it's cute and I actually really like how it turned out. The other thing that I have been working on that I've pretty much finished now is this other pattern test for a little duck. I've pretty much gotten up to the part where I've got to add in the beak. Now this pattern is a no-sew pattern. If you know me, you know I love my no-sews. So when I went to do the beak, it was a little bit difficult because I had to use acrylic yarn just for this test because I don't have any like red blankie yarn. So when I went to add the beak, it was a little bit difficult because they are different plies. So I'm probably just gonna sew in the beak. It would just be easier that way. But I'm onto the head, I've almost finished, and it's turning out really cute. Those are those. I want to get back to beanies. I need to make one more beanie for start of September, I think we were saying, and that will be the beanies done for that order. I just have to pick a colour. I might do the black and white stripes. I'm a little bit worried about the skein because what it looks like, it literally looks like they've taken a black skein and a white skein and just twisted it around each other. So I don't know how well it's going to go as a beanie, but we can try. If it doesn't turn out right, I've got plenty of more yarn. Time to skein. Cake it up, that's the word that I'm looking for. That's your update for today. It is the 10th of September and I did not think I would be making this video today. I thought I'd be done by now, but we had a bit of a delay with me being sick and all. And on top of that, we decided to delay the whole sale as well. Now, I don't remember much of what I've said. I was in my own world then. I have no idea what I was saying. So we're just gonna do a bit of an update on basically everything that's happened since I've been sick. I've had a couple of spotlight trips, but I haven't really made anything out of the yarn that I bought. So I did buy a couple of acrylic skeins. Nothing too important, it was just so I can do a pattern test. But I got some new blankie yarn. These are the new colours that I bought out. So I got the bright red, which I love, by the way. It is so vivid. I also bought a white skein of the blankie yarn. I didn't realize I didn't have white, but Halloween is coming up and I'm starting to think about things to make for that, so I thought that yarn would be perfect for little ghosties. Then I bought 3 skeins of the Karen latte cakes, all in the same colour. This colour is blueberry, and if you don't know, blue is my favourite colour, periwinkle to be precise, and I thought this would be really cute as a 6-day star blanket, which I saw Crochet by Jenna do, and I had a little idea and I thought I could do like a little challenge as well with that, and maybe film it and see how long it actually takes me. From what I've seen, the star blanket does work up really quickly, so I'm excited to try that out, and especially with how soft the skein is. Now the last skein that I bought is the Banat Velvet Plus, and this is in the color Burgundy Plum. But I bought this with Halloween on my mind again, and I thought this would be really cute for some spiders as well. Like some fluffy spiders, you know, like tarantulas kind of. The last thing that I bought is this crochet kit as well. It is a special Halloween crochet kit with 3 cats instead of just 1 pattern. Comes with 3. I've started on the ghost, I have done the head, and I've just started the body. This kit is labeled as advanced, but it has a very similar concept to the bunnies that I make. There is a siren. I'm finding it quite easy. The only issue that I've had with this kit so far is the safety eyes that it has in the kit. I get it's a cheap kit, and the kits usually have like the cheaper yarn and stuff like that, but these eyes would not stay in place no matter what I did. The backs just kept popping off and they wouldn't sit still, and it was just really annoying. I ended up setting them on fire. If you don't know, that's a little bit of a life hack, is to just melt the back of the eyes a little bit just to secure the plastic backing a little bit better. I wouldn't really recommend it if you're not confident with using like flames and stuff to melt the plastic. As you know, yarn is flammable, so you gotta be very careful when you do it. It works. I mean, it works. Once I melted the plastic, it did help, and it did secure them in place a little bit better. I have mentioned it here and there, but I have been doing some pattern testing. I made this little guy. He was the first pattern test I did. The next pattern test I did was this little birdie pattern. This is actually from a bundle. There is an eagle, an owl, a penguin, a mallard, and of course this cute little baby duck. Then the next pattern test that I am currently doing is a blanket called the Heidi blanket. It's made by having 4 squares stitched together with the mattress stitch. I currently have 2 squares done, and they are adorable, and I love this pattern because it is very, very adaptable. If you want the blanket to be bigger, you can always just make more squares and add them on. But I am going to make it as it's written at the moment, which it would be very small because it's a baby blanket, but I kind of want it more of a display piece. But yes, I have done blue and like a lilac color, but it's going to be so cute, and it works up really quick, and the stitching on it is actually so beautiful as well. That's all the updates I really have at the moment. I mean, I've been sick, I haven't been able to do much. I have a lot to catch up on, and considering the next wrestling show is on the 20th, I need to hurry up and do some Halloween stuff. Now I can focus on that because I have finished the beanies, and I will show you them. I think I briefly talked about it when I was sick, but I had a chat with my friend and we decided instead of doing 16, we'll just do 8. That way he's not spending too much and I'm not making too much. And I was selling them at $25 each, so I'm still making a bit of profit from it. And we also decided to split it into 2 different sales. So I did the first 4, and they were $25 each, so I got $100 from that. And then we are doing the next 4. So I have 3 of that orange calico. I don't even know what to call it. I got 3 of these beanies. I made one out of this stripy black and white yarn, and I'll be honest, I personally don't like the feel of it because it is a bit scratchy with this yarn, but it looks really good. I really like the staticky kind of look to it. Honestly though, my favorite beanie that I have made this month would be the camo beanie. I am going to make one for myself, and I'm going to make one for the wrestling show as well. But because the beanies are done, that means I have technically finished this video. I mean, the whole point of this video was to see how many beanies I could make this month, but I am pleased to say I have made a total of 8 beanies. So yay, that is a lot more than I thought I'd make. I thought I'd make about 5 or 6, but I made the whole 8. I made the order. I did it. But that is where I'm going to leave this video. I do have a few ideas floating around. I know I say this in every video, but I do have a few ideas. I have to sort my yarn now that I've moved. I also have the 6-day blanket, which I will probably film that. I don't know, just let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in any of those ideas, or if you have other ideas that I haven't even thought of But yes, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, show your support, and subscribe so then you will know when I upload next. Now on TikTok, I also have been live streaming, so keep your eye out on that. But anyways, that is all I have to say at the moment. I'm gonna go film the intro to this video because I haven't done that. But yes, other than that, I will see you next time. Bye!